All right, today, guys, I want to talk all about Avatar 1 and 2, and of course, James Cameron. Now, I saw this last night with my mum. Incredible movie. Now, there are certain things in this movie which basically call back to James Cameron's other films that he's done in the past. A masterful filmmaker, creator, writer, director. He's literally taken bits and pieces from his other movies and beautifully put them into The Way of Water. And I'm going to show you this right now, guys. If that sounds exciting to you, making videos, multiple videos a week, come join us in this space. A little corny, I know, but come do your thing. All right, there we go. We finally got the sound effects going. So Avatar 1, Avatar 2. Avatar 2 was, I don't know if it's better than number 1. I would say they're roughly on par with each other. Definitely number 2, though, has better visuals. Now, this is just a quick little Instagram little shout out. Yes, I'm showing you my Instagram. I took my mum to see Avatar 2 last night. We both very much enjoyed it. And she's got the really long hair. She's had it for many years now, so we kind of did the whole the plait thing, touching. We touched tips. All right? Sounds wrong, but anyway. Basically, this is the runtime for Avatar 1. 2 hours and 41 minutes, whereas, of course, the new one, oh man, we're getting 3 hours and 12 minutes. Now, Mum, after finished watching the movie, we were both still in the cinemas, and I literally said to her, wow, what a movie, what did you think? And she looked at her watch and she was like, 3 hours have passed? She couldn't believe it. She told me this multiple times that she didn't, that she felt that the time went really quickly. So that's a good thing, right? If time is going slow, you're basically bored, and she really thought the time went quick. So that's awesome, right? We both, in fact, thought the time went quick. Thoroughly enjoyed the film. Now, this is the review for Avatar 1. 82% on Rotten Tomatoes as of recording this video. Avatar 2? Where is it? Avatar 2, the rating is 82. So they're both, at this point in time, Rotten Tomatoes have the exact same score. Now, if you go on those ones, the IMDb and this one, the Common Sense Media, they do vary a little bit. But there you go. Now, before I show you the similarities, major similarities between both movies, let's show you a little bit more in depth of actually the man himself, James Cameron, right? Some of the films that he's actually produced, directed, written, edited. Here's a quick little rundown of his movies. Not all of these he has written, not all of these he has directed, but he's had some sort of, he's had multiple fingers and multiple pies over the multiple years regarding his filmography career, right? He's even got documentary features. He's even done, directed this one here, Ghosts of the Abyss. But if we click on the actual director area, we actually see the things that he's actually directed. Starting off, this one, which I can't pronounce, and I have not actually seen it, unfortunately. Huge fan of his, I just haven't seen this one. Piranha 2, have not seen that one either. The Terminator, massive, amazing movie. Aliens, which is number 2, amazing film. The Abyss, great. Terminator 2 is my absolute all-time favorite film of all time. All time. Incredible film. Action, suspense, thriller. The writing, incredible. True Lies, incredible film. Once again with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And we will be talking more about Terminator 2 and True Lies in a second, as well as Titanic. But of course, they're the Avatar movies that he'll be directing as well. Now, going on to the first comparison, it's going to be True Lies. Have a look at this. If you've not seen True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, you must. This is a very famous scene with her from True Lies. I can't remember her name now. Jamie Lee Curtis. She's basically locked in a room like Spider was in The Way of Water. Now, Spider, that little kid he's basically, the kid has now grown hair. He's got the mask on. He's now been introduced to one of them since being a kid. In fact, I'm going to quickly Google this right now, because I actually didn't look for him before making this film. Spider from A-V-A-T-A-R-E-W-A. So spider from Avatar: The Way of Water. If we can quickly find a photo. This kid right here is basically locked in a room. Terrible image, I know, but this kid's basically locked in a room that represents True Lies to the T. Okay, both Jamie Lee Curtis swing a chair in this room, and him in this room swing a chair. Very, very similar. As soon as I saw that, I told Mum, and she agreed with me because we both like True Lies. Incredible similarities, incredible scenes in both movies. Now, going to the second movie I want to compare with The Way of Water, which is going to be Terminator 2, right? This is, by the way, all this information that I'm telling you guys right now, no one on YouTube is talking about this. This is something that I thought of while seeing this film, because, you know, I am a huge James Cameron buff. Not that I've seen all these films, but we'll keep that to myself. You keep it to yourself too, all right? Terminator 2 3D is a ride in Universal Studios, Florida and California. It actually was a ride in both of those places. It has now been demolished, but in Universal Studios Japan, you can still go and see this ride. Go on it before it gets demolished, right? This ride came out 2 years roughly after Terminator 2. Now, have a look at this. In this ride is this spider robot, liquid metal man robot, and the robot basically is in 3D and it comes and stabs the audience. Really amazing, three-dimensional, with actual live actors in this show. I've seen it a couple of times when I went to America, right? Now, with The Way of Water, there are these new spider robots, these crab robots, right? As soon as I saw that, I thought to myself, oh my God, I'm being taken back to Los Angeles. Terminator 2 3D ride once again. That James Cameron actually did that as well. So, what do you guys think about that? Yeah? Going to the next one, which is going to be Titanic. Now, this was a huge, huge one. Titanic. Forget about the love story at the beginning and the middle. Let's focus on the ship actually sinking. Have a look at this. This is going to be my last comparison before we call it quits. But this, I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but this machine right here may or may not sink. It sinks. All right. In this scene, people are trapped in this sinking ship, just like in Titanic, with multiple, I'm talking about multiple sound bites and music cues from the Titanic movie are in this movie, The Way of Water, on these specific scenes. It's as if the composer of The Way of Water watched Titanic and said, yes, I'm going to add some of those cues in this particular scene. Right, when the ship is sinking, there's these metal on metal sounds, as well as actual very, very similar musical cues from both movies. So I found this to be pretty interesting. Now, obviously, I have not seen all of James Cameron's films. I want to at some point, just haven't gotten around to it. So there are probably other similarities, probably like Piranhas 2, right, which is mostly in water, I'm guessing. I mean, they don't swim on the land, do they? So I'm sure there could be similarities there as well. Did you guys like the movie? Did you guys see any similarities from his Way of Water to any of the other films he's done in the past? If you have, let me know in the comments down below, because we're on both these channels, 2 in 1. Let's get a conversation going. Those social medias at Tallboy Gareth. I've been told, my name's Gareth, and I'll see you, beautiful Way of Water loving people, for the next video. See ya.